Finally, after like visiting 2 theaters and calling like 2 other ones because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was packed out everywhere me and my crew went last night, we finally got to see the movie at 9:55 p.m. and going into this film, I was either expecting it was going to be the worst thing and my childhood was going to be ruined and the franchise that I love, or it was going to be an okay movie and I was really going to enjoy myself. So, now at this time, I would like to share my thoughts. Let's do it. So the Mean Green Fighting Machines are back on the movie screen, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and believe it or not, after so much speculation and patience waiting going into this film, wondering is it going to be the greatest thing ever, is it going to be the worst thing ever, it wasn't like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. That is exactly how I felt after seeing the film, Spider-Man 3. Just saying, that's how I felt. But with the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, you know, I walked out of the theater and I had fun. You know, watching the movie, I enjoyed it. So I felt like I got the bang for my buck. You know, I was not disappointed. Alright, so let's start with the little things. I like April O'Neil's, you know, jacket. I think that was a cool thing to add. It was the yellow jacket, which is something that you always see her in. Like even in the old show and in the old movie, I thought that was a cool little element. Just something that I noticed. And then just the brothership of the Turtles. I feel like that was very portrayed well in this film. And just the close-knitness and, you know, each character was represented very well in their own way. So I thought they did a good job with that. You know, hey, Raph, he was a brother, man. He had a do-rag, a toothpick, sunglasses, and a tattoo. You know, but all in all, Raph was dope. He was really I think one of the hard heads in the group. I mean, that's kind of, you know, who Raph is, but you know, I think they did a great job, you know, just kind of giving him some leadway in this film. So I think he was like really one of the highlights for me in this film. And of course, Michelangelo, that's my dude, my favorite Ninja Turtle. I think the humor that Mikey was able to bring into the group kind of almost alleviates tension, you know, and I think that's one of the great elements why I love Mikey so much. But man, he was hilarious. I think that was one of the highlights. Another huge highlight for me, obviously, because I love Michelangelo. That's my dude. But I think that was awesome. Mikey and Raph. Leo was getting handled. He was getting handled in that film. But as far as the fight scenes, that's just my opinion. But now there's pros and cons to everything, like everything, right? So one of the things, I've talked a little bit about what I like about the film. Now here's a few things that, you know, I feel could have been better. Now, obviously we went into this film knowing, hey, you know, Megan Fox, maybe not the greatest choice, right, for April O'Neil. And here's the reasoning why I didn't, this is some of the things I didn't like for her portrayal of April O'Neil. I feel like she could have had a little more emotion. Like, that's what I was expecting. Like, you know, I'm picturing myself as April O'Neil, as this woman who meets these talking, walking 6-foot turtles. I feel like there should have been a little more expression, emotion, like freaked out, you know, screaming or something, you know, that it's like, I feel like there wasn't enough of that, or that at least should have been an element that was added to her character to kind of make it a little bit more believable and more realistic for her character specifically. So I just feel like the emotion was kind of absent as far as, you know, her character. I feel like that's something that could have been better nonetheless. How the Turtles became, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and how they were transformed and how Splinter, you know, came about, I was like,
you serious?
I was just hoping for, you know, a little more, I guess, history and more, you know, in-depth meaning behind them learning martial arts. You know, in this version, hey, they were April O'Neil's pets. She named all of them, including Splinter, and Can I live with that? Sure, I can live with that in this film. I just feel like how they learn martial arts, why they learn the martial arts, could have been a little more, you know, in depth, more meatier than just finding a book and then Master Splinter learning the martial arts from the book and then the kids learning it from him. But nonetheless, that's what we got. So yeah. Master Splinter's tail though, like I did not know he could do all that stuff. Like he was flipping his tail all around and he could grab people on the neck with it and throw you around with it and use it as a weapon. I was like, I mean, I didn't ask for that, but cool. I mean, that's a cool addition to Master Splinter, and I like that he moves a little bit faster in this one. So yeah, I mean, it didn't kill it for me, but that was one thing I thought was different, weird, you know. But and you know, also with the turtles, like yes, they are big and bulky. They are super strong. Like they can move heavy objects and stuff. And I mean, I guess with them being that big and bulky, it only makes sense because they're, you know, mutants. They're strong, and I guess that was an interesting aspect that was also added to this film that I thought was different, you know, for the Ninja Turtles, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So they were very strong. They're bulletproof turtles. And the Foot Clan, you know, in this film, I think that was something else that really puzzled me. They really just seemed like soldiers to me. They didn't necessarily seem like ninjas. I think the most martial arts or karate that we were able to see was more so on the Turtles and Shredder's side than anyone else. So the Foot, you know, they were just, it's more like a gang, soldiers, that's just really under, you know, the leadership of Shredder. I'm hoping that they do, for the second film, really add a little bit more of the ninja aspect, you know, to the Foot Clan, because they are ninjas, and you would expect ninjas to be ninjas. So, yeah, that's just my cup of tea on that. So we had Karai in this film, and we were able to see Shredder, you know, do his thing. We really weren't able to see, I guess, a real close-up of Orokusaki. His face, you know, he was always in the shadows for some reason. But, you know, at the end, you know, they're fighting, and he falls off the building, and, you know, he grabs that green ooze. So my assumption is, obviously, you know, he's probably not dead. We will be seeing him again, you know, for the second installment. And I'm curious as to, you know, what he's going to do with that green ooze. You know, is he going to use that on himself? Will that be a kind of leeway to Toka and Razor? I don't know. It's a possibility. But I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on you know, that kind of little twist and that element towards the end of the film. Have you seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? If you have or have not, go see it if you haven't. But if you have, let me know your thoughts on it. I'd love to hear, you know, what you guys think. Overall, as being a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and a super Mikey fan, you know, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts after seeing the film, especially those who are veterans of the old show and the old cartoon. So just let me know your thoughts. What did you think? Did this meet your expectations? Did it not? What did you like? What didn't you like? Comment and let me know below. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to KMRS Karan Media Review Show. Click that big fat subscribe button to get the latest on movies, music, comics, and television, and sometimes games and other stuff. But nonetheless, I'm your host, Karan Jones. Thank you for tuning in. Comment below and let me know your thoughts about this film. Love to hear back from you guys. So until next time, peace.